In previous lesson, we have created a new presentation, saved it by the name of car-presentation1 in the folder where we want to save it, and then we have added the content of our title slide on the slide which we have got by after creating our project, and then we have added the content on our title slide. Now we are about to add the content to slide 2 and slide 3. Here is the content of slide 1. After the title slide, overall it is slide number 2. What is a car? You can use the keyboard shortcut by pressing the Ctrl and C. For copy this content, go back to the PowerPoint, go to the second slide, click on the title, Ctrl V, backspace. You can increase the size by 66. Go back to the Word document, Ctrl C, came here, click here, and Ctrl V. You have just added the content here. We have just added the content to our second slide. You can resize the text box according to your requirement. Now we would like to add an image on this slide, so you can understand that how we can add images to our slides. For adding an image on the slide, you can click on the Insert tab, Pictures, browse the folder where you have saved the pictures, and as we have mentioned before, while planning our presentation, we have given the names or the numbers to these pictures accordingly, so you can understand easily that where we want to add this picture. This will be the picture number 1. Insert. Here you can see you have just added your picture, but we want to resize it. For resizing, you can come on any corner and drag from this control handle, resize it whatever size you want to give to this image. You can even rotate it like this. We have just placed our image on this side like this. You can put it anywhere you like. And now we'll come to the document file where we have saved that information which we want to add on this slide. History of car. Ctrl C for copy, Ctrl V for paste, and we want to resize at 66. You can change the font as well. Back to the document, Ctrl C, come on this area, Ctrl V. You want to remove this node. Here you can see we have just added some content about the history, and we want to add some images according to it. The year 1886 is regarded as the birth year of the modern car. In that year, German inventor Karl Benz built the Benz patent motor wagon. And we want to add the image of this wagon here. For that, we will again go to the Insert tab, Picture, and add the picture of this motor wagon. Click on the image which you want to add. Here's the image of this motor wagon. Insert. You can place it wherever you like. You need to know that we are only covering the procedure, how you add the image to this presentation. And here you want to add another image. Insert, Picture, Insert. Resize the image. Place it where it seems bit proper. So by now you know that how you can select your design, add content to your title slide and sub slides. Slides can be of any number according to your requirement, but our aim is to make the procedure simple for you to understand and let you have basic knowledge of creating a presentation, and you can start working on it after doing this course. Up till now you have learned a lot about Microsoft PowerPoint. Now you can add your Up till now you have learned a lot about Microsoft PowerPoint. Now you know how to plan your presentation, how to start by selecting a new design, how to add slides, and how to save your file. Now we are in the final phase of this short course of Microsoft PowerPoint. Now what we want to understand are two things basically. One is transitions and one is animation. You need to understand the difference between these two. You need to understand the difference. You need to understand the difference between both of them. Animations are for slides. Transitions are for slides. Like both of them basically animate. But transitions, animation is for slides only. It have nothing to do with the content of slide. And animations have nothing to do with the slides. They only deal with the content of your slide. Like if I want this image to appear in some special way, I can select something from here, and if I want some text to appear, I can select some animation for it. As well. If on the animation tab we go in the drop down, you can see there are basically three types of animations, which you can see there are basically three types of animations. One is entrance, that if you want some content to, one is enhancement, one is entrance, that if I want something to come into my slide in a special way by getting some animation, I can select something from here. And if I want something to be emphasized, if you want to highlight something by like if you are giving your presentation and you want something to be move or come forward or do something, that if you want your audience to know that you are talking about this thing, you can use emphasize. And if you want something to be exit, you want to go out of your slide by some special animation, here you can have these. You can play with all of them one by one to understand the concept of all these animations. You can see that those icons are like giving you some idea that what kind of animation. You can see that those icons are giving you some idea that what kind of animation you will get if you apply this. Like if I select this one, like if I select this image and I want some animation to be applied on it, I can select it. Like you can see here, we have one fly in animation. If I click on it, you can see you have a demonstration of it. And here is number one, that in this slide the first thing you want to be appeared by animation is this car. In fact, I don't want this to be appeared like this. That's why I will press Ctrl Z or undo from here. We will go on the title slide. I want the word car to be appeared first. Fly in like this. Then motor vehicle. Fly in like this. You can see number one is car, number two is this word. So when you start your presentation, the word car will appear. Then when you click on the mouse button or the control you have for controlling your PowerPoint presentation, or you will press the space bar on your keyboard, the second one will appear. The second object which you have given the animation will appear on your slide. For looking at your slide, that what if you want to see what kind of behavior your slide will have, you can click on this button. It says start from beginning. F5 is the shortcut. I will click on it. You can see the presentation is like started, like the way it will appear actually when you give it when you give the real demonstration. Now I have given the animation to the word car. So if I press my space bar on, so now if I press the space bar or click on the mouse, left click or right click, the word car will appear. Or if I click on the mouse, or if I click on the mouse, or if I click on the left button of my mouse, I will get the first thing which I have given the animation. So I will click on the mouse left button. You can see the word car has appeared, and I click again. You can see motor vehicle. Now the next slide will automatically appear, but you will see no transition animation on it. See, we have straight away went to the next slide, and the second slide have no such animations applied. That's why if I click again, we will go on the license. That's why if I click again, we will go on the that's why if I click again, we'll go on to the next slide, and click again, the animation will be finished, and click again, we came back onto the interface. So we have given the animation to first two objects of our slide. One is this, the word car, and the motor vehicle. If we have some pictures, or if we have added some picture on our slides, we can give animation to them as well. So that's for, and if we have some pictures on our slide, and if we have some pictures on our slide, we can give them animation as well. So we go on the second slide. We want the word "what is a car" to be appeared first. We'll use split animation. Then we want this area to be appeared. We apply this animation. You can see 1, 2, and in last we want this image to be appeared in this way. That's how it will be appeared. And now we go on the third slide. This one, like this. Want this one to be appeared in this way. Then this area, like this, and in the end this image like this. So now we have given animation to the content of all of our slides, all three of them. It is not necessary to give animation to every content. It is only up to you, that if you want something to be appeared like this, you can use it, or if you don't want to use it, it's okay as well. Or if you don't want to use it, it is okay as well. So now we will test our presentation by clicking on the start from beginning. Now I'll click on the mouse left button. That's how it will work. And the second important thing is the transition option. You can see when we have tested our animation, you can see when we have tested our presentation, you can see that when we have tested our animation, you can see that when we have tested our presentation, we have some animation effect on the content. We don't have any special effect while switching to the other slide. So if we want to give some special effect to our slides, that how we want them to be appeared, we can give them the effect by transition option. You can see here you have many of them. So for this slide number 2, I want to apply this effect, it's a curtain effect. That's how the second slide will appear. And on this slide I want another effect from here, this one, like this. So now I want to play my presentation from start. Now if I click, you can see, now if I click, you will see the effect that how our slide is changing. Now click again. That's how your presentation will work after applying animation to the content of your slides and transitions to the slides, like the way they want to be switched, like the way you want them to be switched, and show the effect which you have just applied. Now by now you have understood that how you can create more slides, and if you have more slides in your presentation, like if you have some more slides, you can also add those effects to them. I hope you have understood the idea. I hope you have understood the idea. I hope I hope you have got the idea, and I hope you I hope you have understood that what is the difference between transitions and animations and how you can apply them to your slides.